welcome everybody to another episode of Yard Talk UK. Hi, my name is Roger, your host, and I will be chatting to the delightful DENYQUE, straight out of Kingston, Jamaica, reggae songstress. I'm telling you, just listening to one of our tracks here, Breathe, and I'm telling that's one of our first tracks. Without further ado, ladies and gents, I can see DENYQUE just sent me the request, and we will be going live in less than 5 seconds. Here we go. Hey!
Hey,
Let me set up my
Raj.
camera. Let me get my camera angles properly, What's happening? What's happening? Good to see you
There,
again.
how
Good
you
to see you again.
doing? I know we are up and running. It's a sunny day today. It's not a rainy day. There's no
Right.
lightning. There's no thunder. So we are good to go.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, for all the people who are just joining in, you can see on your screen, you are live here at Instagram, Yard Talk UK, with your host, Roger, and my guest today, again, DENYQUE, and it's a pleasure having you. Oh, little Connor is here as well. Hello, Connor. How are you?
Say hi.
Lovely. Oh, it's so good to see the kids. So good to see them.
Absolutely.
So, DENYQUE, I mean, we can't really start off from where we left off the last one,
No, we have to
um,
start from scratch.
from scratch. Most definitely, most definitely. And the big question is, how did you start? How did you get involved into the music? Actually, when did you realize you had this beautiful talent?
I have been singing forever and a day. My mom recalls that I knew the national anthem word for word, the Jamaican national anthem word for word at 2 years old.
Wow.
So
Uh-huh.
I think it probably started there.
Yeah.
I used to have concerts around the house. I used to sing for my grandma a lot. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've always known. But
That's it.
professionally, I didn't really take it on till I was about 19.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
19. And that's where, when you actually recorded your first track, or did you go into
Actually,
any?
you know what's so funny? I recorded my
Mm.
first track at 13 in New York. A cousin of mine,
Okay.
I will never, ever, ever forget him. He lives in New York now. At the time he lived in New York, and then he went to Florida.
Yes.
His name is Zigzag, and Ziggy
Mm.
took me to the studio at 13 years old, and I had my
Wow.
first recording experience
Uh-huh.
then. And then had my first actual single come out at 19, and that was Can't
Oh,
Breathe that you were just listening to.
telling you, it's a nice track. Lovely, lovely, lovely track. Lovely track.
Thank
So
you.
who is the ones who actually influence or the most influential people in your career so far?
Wow. Wow. You know, so many, because I'm one of those people that believe in layers, that there are so many layers that make up a human being, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not just one person or one thing or one element. It's a
Uh-huh.
host of things put together that make us
Right.
as human beings who we are and make us great at something or make us not great at something, you know, whatever
Yeah.
it may be. For me, I am super multifaceted. Like, there's so many layers to me. Like, a lot of people, you know, sometimes people that have known me for years but have
Yes.
probably never experienced me in person will be like, oh my God, I didn't even know that about you. So
Mm.
I would say my influences span from like Lil Wayne, you know, back in the early
Okay.
2000s when, you know, the Carter volumes 1, 2, 3 were coming out, when he was just spitting on tracks. And of course,
Yes.
Aaliyah. I think everybody gets the Aaliyah reference because I
Oh,
heard so many
yes.
times that I look like her. So she was my role model in high school.
Of course.
And of course, Whitney Houston, the greatest of all time. Celine Dion, the greatest of
Oh,
all time.
the vocals on those ladies, man. I'm telling you, it's extraordinary.
So powerful, absolutely. You know, they're really, really powerful singers. And then, of course, you go into to Whitney, Celine, Aaliyah, like I said before, Lil Wayne, Drake. And I'm not talking about nowadays Drake. I'm talking about so real Drake, like back in, I think it was 2010 when he was dropping mixtapes. So it was underground Drake.
Yes.
And then just I love different elements from different people. TLC is one of my favorite groups ever. And you know, a lot of people slept on Maya, but Maya is actually an amazing musician.
She is.
She is. And of course, one person that I have loved from the day he came out was Craig David. He is such an amazing singer and writer.
Boy, man. Yeah,
I love him. So it's just different elements, and you know, I can't really, like Roger, you know, you realize I can't just give you one person. It's just like a host of people, and
it's a fusion. It's a fusion.
It is.
Yeah. I hear it in the melody. I hear it in the songs that you've done so far up until now. And a lot of people, even some of my friends who never heard of you, because you know, mainly English based, and they're saying, she sounds more of an R&B type. That's not reggae as far as they're concerned. You know, their reggae is the one drop. You know. Yeah. But and I do like that fusion. I do like that compliment you pay with the reggae music and the R&B mixed together. You know what I mean? Beautiful. I was reading an article that you won. What do you call it? Young hot female back in 2000.
Wow, you know what? So
that competition.
I never won. I was nominated 4 years in a row. 4 years in a row, but I never won. It was Young, Hot, and Hype Female Artist of the Year. And there were 2 Fashion Artists of the Year, and there were 2 other ones. There was one other one. So I would get 4 nominations every single year like clockwork, but I never won.
Shame on them, man. Shame on them. You don't know you have a vote for it. There you go. I'll send you your certificate or your trophy, whatever you want. I'll send you. You won it more than one. I'm telling you. But that's how these things go in life. You know what I mean?
For me, it's not about the accolades. You know, like accolades are gonna regardless, you know, the trophies are gonna come, but for me it's really just about work. Like my work ethic is through the roof, you know. When it's all about work, I'm ready to work and just ready to do I remember once I went like 60 something hours, no sleep, just in studio, just recording, just writing, and you know, I was just so pumped, like
really. I didn't know that. I know that some of these guys and, you know, females yourself put in the work, but boy, 60 hours. I do that in a week and I'm knackered. At the end of the week, I'm sleeping like a whole day.
With you, I have something called, it's very much like Red Bull, but it's stronger. It's called Sobe Adrenaline Rush. I don't know if they still make it, but I will never ever drink that again, ever, unless it is necessary, because it kept me up. And when it was time to crash, oh, trust me, I crashed. I slept for a good 18 hours.
My goodness. You see, a lot of people don't realize the effort and the work that you put in to produce these beautiful tracks that you have. I mean, it's hard work. You know what I mean? It is. They only see the glamour and the glitz side of the whole music industry. And that leads me to my next question, actually. You know, what sort of advice that you have for these young artists coming up now, that you hear the horror stories at some of the times that people get robbed, you know, like the old groups like TLC and, you know, Boys to Men and, you know, all those groups. And you're saying, but they were big artists. So what is your advice to these young ones coming up now who wants to get into the industry?
I would say get knowledgeable. Know what you're getting yourself into. I tell people all the time, the music industry is only 10% talent. I personally could go out there and find millions of girls that can sing and dance circles around me. It's not your talent that sets you apart from any and everything. It's who you are, one. it's how you can be marketed. Are you marketable? 2,
Right.
3, is your business ethic up to par? Is your work ethic up to par? Can I call you can my manager call me at 5 a.m. saying, listen, we just got an interview at 6 in Kensington. We're in Camden. We have to go to Kensington. Can you get up right now? Not even can you get up. Like, it shouldn't even be a question of can you get up. It should just be like, meet me outside in 10. You know what I mean? It's about your character and what you bring to the table, because this is why there are a lot of this is why you see so many people rise and fall. It's not necessarily because some of the times, you know, it just doesn't go the way it's supposed to in our regard. But then there are other times where, you know, it's work ethic. Like, it's what you bring to the table, and attitude. Like, attitude is very, very important. Like, it's not just, you know, you got to keep your ego in check too, because as a woman, I have an ego. And I understand that, you know, there's certain things that you just have to keep in check. Like, no matter how great I think I am, there's a big difference between confidence and cockiness. You know, confidence and arrogance, they don't go hand in hand. So, you know, ego is what determines when you're being confident or when you're being arrogant. So you have to be really, it takes a lot of self-awareness, I think. A lot of people need that, not just especially if you want to come into this industry, because this is me giving people in this industry that want to come in advice, you know. And when you see, I mean, we as Jamaican people, we love foolishness. So, you know, there's this new song that people are lauding and praising that's more of a joke, but you have to decide, what do you want out of this industry? Do you want longevity? Do you want 5 minutes of fame? Because if you want 5 minutes of fame, that's easy to get. Like, anybody can get that. It's the longevity that takes work. And you have to understand that the music industry is all about timing. So you'll be on a high at some point, and then sometimes you'll ride the low wave, and that's fine. Because once you keep riding the low wave, you're going to go back to that high wave. It's just life. It's just like, you know?
And what about, I want to get into a little bit behind the scenes of when you sign the contracts and the copyright deals. How does that actually work? I mean, I know that from my point of view, where I've seen a lot of artists, they'll get a signing bonus. For example, like $500,000, $1 million. It depends on you know, what the music industry or the label wants. But how does an artist pin down their copyrights, especially if they're a writer as well?
Well, for me, what I do is I've signed up with BMI, so that's where all my writing goes to. You know, and I make sure that I have my team log all the songs that I write on there, even if they're on the list, because at the end of the day, you want to make sure your work is protected, and that's how you copyright. There's another way that I used to be told, it's old school, where you type out the lyrics, you print it off, you put it in an envelope, and you mail that envelope to yourself, and you don't ever open it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's an old school way that people can do it too. So if you want to also record a demo, you can record a demo, put it on your jump drive, just put it in an envelope, seal the envelope, mail it to yourself, and never ever open it. So that's an old school way that they used to tell me to do. But now I just log all my stuff to BMI, and I put my shares, you know. If for writers and producers, if you're not producing the track and you're just a writer, you only get 50% of that track.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Yeah.
DENYQUE, the music industry, especially now in Jamaica in the reggae field, it seems to get, to me personally, is getting a bit cluttered. I mean, it's a good thing, and it can be a bad thing. There's a lot of female artists coming out now. Obviously more on a dancehall tip, you know, you have Cynthia, you have Spice, you have all them. But technically you're not a dancehall artist, you're a reggae artist. Right. But still, there is still that competitiveness against these sort of artists, I mean, chart-wise. How do you compare yourself with them, you know, as being out before them for the last 10 years? How do you compare? I mean,
I don't. You know, we all do our thing, and we all do it to the best of our abilities. I'm who I am, they're who they are, and I think what happens is people
Right.
us against each other all the time. And that's where it gets clouded because, you know, people always want to put, especially women. I realize they don't do that with the men as much, but they always want to do it with the women. And it's such a toxic mentality that it's not necessary because at the end of the day, she's her and I'm me. She can't be me and I can't be her because even if she tries to be me, there's that one element that I have that's just my energy. There's something called your soul and your energy that cannot be duplicated. So at the end of the day, it makes no sense in comparing and whatever. So, you know, it's just, I wish more people would understand that, more of the fans and the onlookers, because it's mostly them that hit people against each other, you know, to try to cause controversy or try to cause whatever it may be. But no, I don't compare at all. I just give love. I just give love because at the end of the day, we all have a space. God put us all here on this earth for a reason, and we're all fulfilling that purpose through Him. So at the end of the day, like, why would you need to compare or worry? You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, some people look at it as selling music, selling tracks. If I have a beat with this other girl, DENYQUE has a beat with such a person, it helps to sell the music. What do you think about that?
I guess, but at the end of the day, if that comes out, then I'll always come out and say it's not true because, you know, there's certain things, you know what I've learned, Roger, there's certain things that you just leave alone. Like when you realize that people are trying to tarnish you on purpose, you leave it alone because what has happened is they've started a rumor, the rumor has gotten out of hand. Too many people now believe the rumor that it doesn't make sense telling them the truth because they don't want to hear the truth. They actually want to hear you, what's the word I'm looking for? Not negate, but they actually want to hear you confirm that it's true. Yes. It's like coming out saying, yo, no, that's not true. And then they're like, yeah, but so-and-so said it, but you know, you're the horse's mouth. And you're coming out and saying that it's not true, so why wouldn't you believe it? So in certain situations, it does not make sense coming out and even defending certain things. You just let it ride. You know, you just let it ride the wave. But guess what? It's going to die out. That's how rumors are. They die out, and then something else pops up, and then that dies out, and then something else pops up. You know, it's just what it is. People are flippant. We love them. They love us, but, you know, they're flippant.
Gossip. They love the gossip. They love the gossip, you know. Some juicy little gossip going around there, that sort of thing. Now, tell me, DENYQUE, let's move away from the gossip for now. Tell me, you've shared the stage with Nicki Minaj, people like Nicki Minaj, and you do you do feature albums or tracks with Conscience and other stars. But who in, I mean, I'm not going to ask you to name one because it would be very, very selfish. Who are the ones do you really enjoy making music with the most?
Wow, to be honest, everybody that I've worked with so far are people that I've always had on my list. You know, and the list just gets longer every year, you know, but you know, working with Ding Dong was a dream. I love Ding, and you know, I'm looking forward to working with him again in the future. And of course, Cons, I love working with Conscience. So, you know, he jumped on the remix to Make Me Believe You, and I was so excited. And, you know, producers, of course, you know, of course I enjoy working with Goodwood Productions because they get me. Zoom gets me as a musician. He understands my vision and where I want to be and where I want to sing. And sometimes we have to start somewhere to get your foot in the door and then, you know, go to where you really want to go. That's kind of how life works. And then, of course, I love working with Steven the Genius. Steven was amazing. Steven produced Make Me Believe You. So he's one of my favorite producers to work with as well. And just to be honest with you, every single Chino, I love working with Chino because it's like the chemistry is uncanny, man. Like we write, you know, we knock songs out in under an hour every single time.
You only done actually one song with him, or is it one or more than one?
Two.
I've only heard of one. What's the second one? What's the other one?
We did Driving Me Insane, and that was a long time ago. And then we did a song called What's Love Got to Do with It? It goes, what about love? It's just another thing to do. What about love? What's that got to do with me and you? What about love? It's just another word we say. What about love? What's love got to do with anything?
Oh, sorry. That is beautiful. I'm telling you. You know, and that is what we like. That's the natural raw talent, man. Just coming out. Not just from you as an artist, but you know, your whole persona, your whole personality that has,
Thank you,
you know,
brother.
as you said, that you need in the industry to be
Yeah.
marketable, to make sure that you're not basically lazy. When you reach to that point, you continue growing and don't
Because you're
just
working
relax.
for yourself. So, you know, treat it like I tell people, if you're going to go being in the music industry, it's like going into business for yourself. That's what it is. You have a manager, yeah, you have a team, but at the same time, you have to do it for you. It's not you doing it for everybody else. You have to believe in you and know that you're doing this for you.
That's right. Let me touch a little bit on family life so far. You got married, was it 2017? Yes. Yes. How is marriage life and family life for you at the moment?
It's good.
Juggling
It's
the
good.
industry.
Love being a mommy.
Right.
Being a hot mommy, you know.
Most definitely. Because I mean, a lot of people can't manage both the family life and the music industry on a whole. I mean, you hear a bit of the horror stories, and you know, when you're up on tour, you're missing the family and stuff like that. But I mean, a little bit unfortunate for the industry at the moment that a lot of people can't get to travel and do the live shows as you would normally do. So you have that bit more time with the family anyway. You know what I mean? But you seem to juggle it well.
Well, for now, and what I tell myself is, you know, I think about that too. You know, I'm gonna miss my kids and just miss being home. But I just tell myself it's a sacrifice that you have to make. You know, like my grandmother used to always say, if you want good, your nose have to run. So at the end of the day, my nose just have to run like a bit because I want good.
Exactly. Let me bring you forward now. I'm bringing you forward to this new track, Well Sought. The thing is lighting up the place at the moment, man. You're doing well with this track here. I like it.
I'm happy.
It's good production. And is that's one of your tracks that you didn't say?
That's one of my what?
Did you write this track yourself?
No. Okay. This was co-writing for sure. But it was I thought it was the perfect track to come back with.
Yes. I'm telling you. Because what I've seen, obviously the whole image has changed as well. Even though you haven't actually put out a full video for that track just yet.
No, not yet.
Are you planning? Well, obviously because of the COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the video to that one. I'm sure the whole concept and the idea behind it will be very, very...
Yeah. A1.
I'm telling you. We have a lot of fans here who have logged on today. We're just gonna jump to the fans. Yeah, we just want to hear them. We just want to hear everybody who has tuned in to Yardtalkuk UK today. And as you can see, my lovely special guest is DENYQUE, none other than the great DENYQUE. And if you haven't heard our new track, Well Sought, you have to go there and back now.
Go check it out.
I tell you.
Hi, everybody that's logged on right now. Thank you for tuning in to our interview.
Yeah, if anybody in the room, in this little chat room, wants to ask DENYQUE a question, man, let us know. Shoot up some of your questions. Yeah.
Canada, Montreal.
Hey.
Hi, Romeo.
Mm. My
Hi.
camera here getting out of focus.
Oh, that's okay.
Mm.
That's okay. Quiet Prince, what's good? Big up
Yes,
everybody for joining the live today, man. I really, really appreciate it, you know. And big ups
I'm
to you
telling
too,
you.
Rock, for, being willing to do this one more time.
It's a pleasure. I could do it every week, man. I could chat.
Hey,
We could chat every week. You know what I mean? So far as
hey.
I'm concerned. Um, Before we finish, obviously you want to big up some of your brands and some of the, some of the people who have, you know, that your support
Oh,
shows. But,
absolutely.
there was one that you did. Are you still with ATL Automotive for
No, no, no.
Volkswagen? Oh, you're not
No,
with them.
not anymore. Not anymore. But
Mhm.
I still have to shout them out because Adam and Steven were so great to me. I was
Right.
the first um ambassador, well, yeah, ambassador for Volkswagen Jamaica, first and last, I believe, um, for Volkswagen Jamaica, where for 3 years
Okay.
consistently. Yeah, so big ups to the entire ATL team, of course. Oh, before I go on, big ups to Craig. More new music coming very soon. Just listen out for it. Listen out for it. And of course, big ups to Lifespan Springwater, who I am the current spokesperson for. Big ups to my team, my Lifespan team. We are
Yes.
dashing with it now. So make sure you head on over to at Lifespan Springwater. Follow
Hmm.
us. Buy up your Lifespan Springwater. If you're in Jamaica, guys, sorry, this is not for my UK or Canadian or American peeps. This is for my
Right.
Jamaican people. If you're in Jamaica, buy your Lifespan Springwater. Go onto the page, click the link in the bio, and enter your codes so you can win whole heap of prizes and surprises on the horizon. Who else do I need to pick up? This is really great yogurt. Shout out to them
Yeah.
and just everybody that has been rooting for me thus far. All my peoples, all my
That's
fans that
it.
really, really stuck with me throughout the growth, throughout the transition, and all the new fans to come aboard. I'm really, really excited about it. You guys can go listen to Well Sort. It's my new single produced by Good
Yeah.
Good Productions on the Best of Both Worlds rhythm.
That's
And
good.
that is the link in my bio. You can
Hmm.
click on that. It will take you straight to the song. You can listen to it, love on it, because I know you're going to love it. And that's just the first of many great things to come. It's just a taste of what's to come. Greatness.
Beautiful. Don't worry, Denique. I'll push that link onto Yard Talk UK as well, so that people can, touch on it and make sure they support our Jamaican songstress here, the delightful. I say the delightful Denique. I'm telling you. Well, is there anything else? Anybody who is in the chat room have your chance now. You have your chance now to ask Denique a question. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's go down a little bit further. I'm giving you
Hey,
all the
Leah.
chance, Denique.
We are giving 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds for them to come on, man. What's happening? You have your big artist up on live and you know ask him no question. What go on?
Hi, Lily. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Sarah.
Mhm.
But good vibes, good vibes. When are you
All
back from
right, hang
Jamaica?
on there. Right, we have Sandy. Sandra Boo, Mendez, 98. She's saying, love your music, girlfriend. That's what she's
Thank you,
saying.
Sam. Appreciate it. Okay,
Mhm.
Wasco Yan asking what's my favorite song, girl? I have too many. Too many. Word Element, it's saying, why did you take such a long break? I mean, it was only 4 years.
Mm.
And I did because I needed to focus on other aspects, and I really, really needed to take a step back and make sure that when I came back into music, it would be at the right time with the right people, with the right team. Because let me tell you
Exactly.
something. You can have all the talent you want in the world. If you don't have the right team, it's not gonna happen.
Now
So
work.
to make sure that when I came back real good. And of
Mhm.
course, good.
Like a virgin.
What do you mean?
Well, that does light up the whole of the track, you know, trust me.
Right?
When you come back fresh, you come back reborn with a rebirth, as you said, like a virgin. What more
Absolutely.
can you say? You couldn't say it any better. Trust
You
me.
couldn't say
You couldn't
it any
say it
better. You couldn't say it any better.
exactly.
And during the 4 years,
Yeah,
I wasn't recording actively, but I was doing other things. You know, I was your favorite brand ambassador for sure.
that's right.
And you know, I was on TV. I was doing Red Stripe Football Mondays. I was doing
Yes.
TV
No,
shows. You know,
no,
so yeah,
pause a sec there. That is what I wanted to talk to you about the last time when you were
yeah,
commentating on the football. Because we
yeah.
obviously don't get to see that because obviously
No,
we don't. Yeah. How was that? Because a lot of people, even a good friend of mine named Rush, I'm gonna big him up. Rush, he said, yes, Denny, she can commentate good pan TV. I like it, I like it. I said, but I don't have anything unless I go probably have to go on YouTube or something and watch it.
and I don't even think it's on YouTube. I don't know, but it was Red Stripe Football Monday, so it's our version of EPL,
Yeah, yeah.
and in another for another thing, it's like our version of um Monday Night Super Bowl.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Mm.
It's a pity, man. I would have liked to see that. I'm picking up a question here. When we are gonna get the album? This is from Real Quiet
Soon,
Prince.
probably even as early as next year. Who knows? Just stay
Mhm.
tuned.
From Sandra Boo again, Hernandez, she's saying, proud wife, yeah, big tune.
You come a hype with the gun touch. The
Yes.
little bit can make you come a hype up, but the
Mhm.
make up your wifey. That's your only can dream about. All my wifeys put your rings up. Not for beg your man for link up. No, a side chick not gonna like me. Oh, but I care zero.
Booyah, booyah. Man, tell you, let me get one more
Let's get one more question
question
in.
here. Let me
When
get
is your
one more
next
question.
collab? And who will it be with? My next collaboration is with Chanel Mayor, my good girl. It's gonna be
Yes.
very soon. It's gonna actually be sooner than you guys think. So listen
Okay.
out for that.
Definitely. And you know we'll be pumping that out here on Yardtalk UK. Definitely. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Producers can get in contact. Just link up with Good Good Productions on Instagram at Good Good Productions. You can talk to them over there. That's how you can get in contact with where music is concerned.
What's Sandra saying again? Thanks for the lead performance, baby girl. Yes, she's bigging you up, man. She's coming straight out of there. I think Hernandez. I'm not quite sure if it's Brazil, but she can tell you.
Oh wow! Shout outs to you, Mamita.
No,
Appreciate
I'm
you.
telling you.
And one more element. I'm not currently working with any producers in Mandeville. I am working with Good Good, and if you want to get in contact where production is concerned, babes, you can, like I said, just hit up the page, and we'll make it happen.
Yes, brilliant. Well, Denise, there we go, man. That was a nice, smooth interview, and I'm telling you, it is a pleasure talking to you again.
The pleasure is
You
all
have to keep
mine,
in
Rod.
touch, you know.
We're
You have to
family,
keep
man.
in
We're
touch
family.
because when you come to London, you know, we have to make sure we did it.
Yo, it's not
The girl.
normal. It's not normal.
We are family.
Family.
I'm
Family.
telling you. I'm telling you. Thank you very much again, DENYQUE, for taking the time out of your motherhood schedule to be with me on Yardtalk UK. Yeah, because looking after kids these days, you know, not easy something. You know what I mean? You know,
It's not.
it's hard work. You know, and big up our women for, you know,
Have to.
for
Every
the
single
hard work.
day.
Some
Every
have
single
2,
day
3.
we have to pick up moms.
Exactly.
We have to do them every single
I've
day.
actually done a mother tune. You know, like how Sizzla do "Thank You, Mama." You know.
Yeah. I'm gonna think about that for sure.
Yeah.
That'll be dope.
I might be able to squeeze in one more question. You know. Yeah. The young lady said she is from Belize, not Brazil. My bad. My bad.
Big up to
You know,
Belize. Hope to see you
people
guys soon
from
after this whole pandemic is over. I just want to
Mhm,
fly to all these places. I want to go perform in Belize, so I'm gonna come to y'all. Belize, Brazil,
mhm.
London, United States of America,
Yeah,
just everywhere. I
may I
just
tell you
want to be.
this thing I did mash up everything, but as we said, we
I
keep
know
praying and keep
we do.
hoping that
We
it
do.
will all clear up for all of us.
Absolutely.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
But before I go, I definitely want to just leave because I realized somebody from Kenya. Big ups to Kenya. I absolutely love Kenya. Shout out to my
Wow.
Africans. You know, big up to my
Yes.
African fan base. And she
Hmm.
wanted me to sing this. So before I go, I'm just going to do it.
Do
The
it.
situation warrant for you spend a little time and tell me something less transparent. May not vex say you lie. My upset say you refuse to try with higher guns. Give my next story again. The last one was I feel transparent. Hope you not vex with my gun. Don't
Hmm.
get upset if I choose to move on. Tell me something that I don't know. Because we've been down this road before. You know I'm not gonna learn by your window. I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm looking for. Boy, you should know me. I don't care about where it is. The one thing you got to do is make me believe you.
Hmm.
When you lie, you lie, you lie. Make me believe you. Baby, all you have to do is try. Make me believe you. And if it's all the same to you, I want to believe you. So make me believe you.
Booyaka. Booyaka. May I tell you, man. Yeah, when I was doing the advert for this, I did put that a snippet of that on the IG bit, that particular track. You know what I mean? So yeah, Denique, I tell you, man, I'm wishing you all the best for the future in the career and the business, and I'm also wishing you all the best with motherhood and parenthood.
Thank you, Raj.
All blessing from here in London. Thank you a million times over.
Thank you.
Bless up. So we'll link again. We'll keep following your career and hopefully have
Absolutely.
you at a future date back here on Yard Talk UK.
Can't wait.
Bye, little Connor.
Okay,
Where is
bye.
he?
He left. He ran away.
He ran away. All righty. Okie dokie.
Bye,
Bless up.
guys. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Thank you for everybody. Yes, that was Denique. Thank you, everybody who have tuned into Yard Talk UK. It's my pleasure having you all. And Denique, as you can see, to me, one of the best female songstress right now in Jamaica. And tune in next week. We'll have a surprise for you. Log on to our YouTube because this will be going up on our YouTube channel, Yard Talk UK. And also make sure you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel and also on the Instagram. Add us on Instagram because we have more artists to come. I'm telling you. So all you people out there have a good Friday afternoon. Godspeed and God bless you all. This is Roger signing out for Yard Talk UK. Thank you all. One love. Peace.
What's up, guys? It's your Supergirl Denique, bigging up my boy Roger. Of course, Yard Talk UK, the baddest show in the UK right now. Make sure you lock on to @YardTalkUK on Instagram so you do not miss a beat. Make me believe you. Mwah.